Hi my dear students, welcome to my channel James Tutorial. I'm right back with you today with misuse in singular and plural form in sentences. Today I'm going to show you how we misuse the singular and plural form while writing sentences. Okay, so wasting no more time, I start with the first sentence. Here you can see all the sentences written on the left hand side are incorrect, and I have to make all these sentences correct for you. So you have to watch very carefully all the places where the singular or the plural forms are there. These are needed to be changed. Okay, so I start with the first one. The first sentence is 3/4 of the work is done. 3/4 of the work is done. Here you see 3/4, it's a fraction. So when we speak about fractions like 2/3, 3/4, these are all treated as singular or plural accordingly, as they denote amount or number. So once again I repeat, fractions like 2/3, 3/4 are treated as singular or plural accordingly as they denote amount or number. And you know that any proper fraction like 3/4 or 2/3, these are all less than 1. So any proper fraction is always less than 1. So the necessary change that we have to make in this sentence is 3/4. Here you see 3/4, because the work here is a complete work. Okay, so 3/4 of the work is done, which is written here, but we cannot write 3/4. We have to make the necessary change and make this one 3/4. So 3/4 of the work is done. That means 1/4 of the work is still left to be finished. Okay, so here is the sentence: 3/4 of the work is done. Now I come to the second one. 2/3 of the men is dead. Here again you see 2/3. I have to make a change here and make it 2/3, as I've told you. 2/3. And you see here it is written men in plural, so we can't use is. So we have to replace this one again and make it are. So now I think it is clear to you. So the sentence will be 2/3 of the men are dead. So I think it's clear to you. Now I come to the next one. One of the girl is waiting there. Just you see the sentence once again. One of the girl is waiting there. When we say one of the noun is always in plural. When we say one of the noun should be always in plural. So we have to make the necessary change, the girl, and we have to make it girls. So here girl is the noun which is in singular. That is incorrect, and that is made correct by writing girls. So the sentence is one of the girls is waiting there. Once again I repeat, if we omit of the in this sentence, if we omit of the, so the sentence will be one girl is waiting there. That is the correct sentence. So the difference in the sentence is writing this part only of the. So when we write one of the, then we have to use the plural form of the noun, and when we omit of the, then we can use the singular form of the noun. I think it is clear to you now. Now I come to the fourth sentence. One of the rooms are closed. As I told you, the subject is one of. So one of is the subject here. And the actual subject word is one. And the actual subject word is one. Hence the verb should be in singular. So the correct sentence would be one of the rooms is closed. Here rooms is written, so nothing wrong with it. So here this part R is changed by writing is. So the sentence is one of the rooms is closed. Now I come to the fifth sentence. Arnab cannot continue his study anymore. So what does it mean? It means Arnab was continuing his studies, but he cannot continue his study anymore. It may be several reasons. I do not want to mention any of the reasons, but I just want to see with the sentence Arnab cannot continue his study anymore. When we speak about study, mind it, it's very important for the beginners also to learn. We cannot use the study in the singular form. We have to change this by writing studies and make it plural. So the sentence is Arnab cannot continue his studies anymore. Now I come to the sixth sentence. I like apple more than orange. When you say that you like fruits such as apples, oranges and many other fruits, make sure that the noun should be always in plural. So here there are two nouns, apple and orange. Okay, so I need to make the changes here by writing apples and oranges. So the sentence now is I like apples more than oranges. Okay, now we come to the seventh one. The rich is not happier than the poor. A very good sentence for all of you. The rich is not happier than the poor. Here you see the rich. The rich denotes a multitude type. Hence, it governs the plural verb. The rich, once again I repeat, the rich governs the plural verb because it denotes a multitude type. So, we have to make the change here and write are instead of is. So the sentence is the rich are not happier than the poor. I think it's clear to all of you. Now I come to the eighth sentence. He has kept his words. He has kept his words. That means what happened? He has kept his promise. He promised something and he has kept it. Make sure that when we use this sentence, we can't write words because it should always be written as word and it should be always told as he has kept his word. That means whatever promise he has made, he has kept it. So the sentence should be he has kept his word, not words. Now I come to the ninth sentence. It's written, her whereabouts are not known. Once again I repeat, her whereabouts are not known. Whereabouts, though plural in form, but it is singular in use. Remember, whereabouts, though plural in form, but it is used as singular. So, we have to make a change here by writing is instead of are. So the sentence is now written, her whereabouts is not known, and this is the correct sentence. Now I come to the 10th sentence. It's written, every boy and every girl are present today. Every boy and every girl are present today. Remember, when we use each, every or no, and it is put before each noun, the pronoun and the verb should be always in singular. Once again I repeat, when each, every or no is put before each noun, the pronoun and the verb should always be in singular. So we can't write are. So are is to be replaced by is. So the sentence is, every boy and every girl is present today. You can say sentence with every also, like every star and every planet is the handiwork of God. Once again I repeat, every star and every planet is the handiwork of God. A sentence with no, no friend and no relative cares for me. Once again I repeat, no friend and no relative cares for me. Okay, now I come to the 11th sentence. Many a man want to be rich quickly. Many a men want to be rich quickly. It's an incorrect sentence and we have to make this sentence correct. Remember, many is used with countable plural forms followed by plural verb. So many, if we use many, we can't use this article are. Many men want to be rich quickly, and when we use many are, then what happens? It is followed by a singular countable noun and it takes a singular verb with it. So when we use many are, it is followed by a singular countable noun and takes a singular verb with it. So the sentence would be, many the sentence should be, many a man wants to be rich quickly. Many a man wants to be rich quickly. I think it's clear to you. Now I come to the 12th sentence. Mr. Sharma, accompanied by wife and children, were present there. Mr. Sharma, accompanied by his wife and children, were present there. When you speak the sentence, the first thing that strikes our mind is Mr. Sharma, his wife, his children. So we think that, oh, it should be plural. This is the first thing that strikes our mind. But you have to think about Mr. Sharma. You have to just think about Mr. Sharma because the actual subject is Mr. Sharma and Mr. Sharma is singular, and so we cannot say where. So we have to use was. So instead of where, we have to use was. So the sentence should be, Mr. Sharma, accompanied by his children, was present there. I think it's clear to you now. Now I come to the 13th sentence. Nothing but cottages, trees and ponds were to be seen. Nothing but cottages, trees and ponds were to be seen. Here, actual subject, you see, what is the actual subject here? Actual subject is nothing. So, actual subject is nothing and nothing is singular. So, we can't use where. We can't use where. So, we have to again use was instead of where. So, the sentence should be, nothing but cottages, trees and ponds was to be seen. Now, I come to the 14th sentence, and the 14th sentence is, the sceneries here are charming. The sceneries here are charming. Make sure that when we say about scenery, scenery has no plural form. As you know, scenery has no plural form and it is always used as singular. So the sentence should be the scenery here is charming. So we have to make the change here by writing scenery and is. So the scenery here is charming. And I come to the last sentence. It's written, I met a 16 years old girl at the railway station. I met a 16 years old girl at the railway station, which is an incorrect sentence. And this sentence can be made correct by writing, I met a 16-year-old girl. It cannot be years. Okay? I met a 16 years. You can write like this. I met a 16-year-old girl at the railway station. Again, you can write it another form also. I met a girl of 16 years of age. I met a girl of 16 years of age. You can write the sentence like this also. I met, it should be this part followed by a girl of 16 years of age at the railway station. So the sentence is, I met a girl of 16 years of age at the railway station. And again, you can make the sentences in another form as well. I met a girl who was 16 years old. I met a girl who was 16 years old. So this sentence can be written in three ways. I met a 16-year-old girl at the railway station. I met a girl of 16 years of age at the railway station. I met a girl who was 16 years old at the railway station. So these are the three forms of writing the sentences. So I think this is pretty clear to all of you. These are the incorrect sentences which are made correct. And so I just want to remind you once again that you see there are some changes which are needed to be done when we use the singular and plural form. We do make a lot of mistakes. So here with these examples, I think it is pretty clear to you that you do not make these types of mistakes again, and you practice the sentences and this type of sentences as well, so that it will be very clear to all of you. So before I wind up, I want to let you know once again that I think you are now well satisfied with the video. If you do like this video, then make sure to like and share it, and to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that you will be the first to get the videos, the upcoming videos that I will publish at regular intervals. And make sure also to see the description box, and from there you will be getting a link to my Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. And there is one more channel from the description box. You will get a link to that channel, and there's a name University Tutorial. You can get a link to that as well. So that's all for today. Stay safe, take care, bye bye.